2009, it was 19,000. It was 19,732, which is nearly below the level of 1991. You could argue that 19,000 plus was not realistic because a lot of people were driven away. But then, he still says something about the credibility of his past election. In Ikole, we use that as sample. In 1991, Ikole voted 27,000 plus. In 1999, it's only at stake 71,715 votes. So, more than 3 times the voting in the previous election 8 years before. 2003 it was 43,000 plus. In 2007 it was 23,000 plus. And now, because they were giving away also, like I say for Idesha issue, that they brought loads of dogs there to scare people, to shoot, to do all sorts of things, to send people away. And they did it almost everywhere in Ikole to ensure that people will not come out to vote. So 40,000 plus is not the voting level of Ikole, but that is the figure of Ikole. If it is Southwest, 14,000 plus during the Olumila elections, 22,000 plus during the Niyi Adebare election. And don't forget that Dr. Olumide also contested the election there. He had the highest, he won in Ekiti Southwest, hands down. He won the election in Ekiti Southwest, hands down. So voting surged there. In 2003, Federal contested elections and won there. So election results also were up. And ever since, it has come to the level of half what it was in 2003. If we look at total elections, total polling, in 1991, we were voting at the level of 250,000. In 1999, we voted 500,000. From 250,000 to 500,000, double in a space of 8 years. In 2003, we were almost at par with 2001, and with the 1999, sorry. The last election gave us 218,000 votes. If some people say that that election, those results were inflated, then one should ask the question, what should have been the voting level? Because it's 218,000, less than what people voted in 1991 are said to be inflated. What should be the actual figures? We thank God there has not been any epidemic. No Ajakale and there will never be. It is unfortunate that people who should know better have chosen to bring themselves their elders and readily lend themselves to this bandwagon of falsehood, a falsehood that stands lodging for the dead. Our conclusion is simple. As we set to commemorate another democracy day, let us ponder about the future of democracy in this country. Are we going to cede this country to desperate gangsters who will use falsehood to commit anything that does not favor them? Because these people are very powerful. Of course, they make this money off the back of our citizenry. And they are spending that money to launder falsehood every day. They have captured virtually every page of the newspapers that are available. Every minute on the electronic media is available. They shout at rooftops and they talk about the election in Ekiti having been rigged. Where are the big votes? Were they counted or not? In which polling booths or polling units? Let us ponder about the future of democracy. Let those who are destroying democracy and sleeping the growth of democratic culture in this country search their minds. The public podium will try to attract to government agencies that do not toe their line is irresponsible and unwanted. When elections are conducted in Lagos and they win, it is good elections. Wow. When a judgment is given anywhere and they won, oh, judiciary excellent, a clap. When anything untoward happens, it is vilification. They vilify all the institutions of this country that we should all join hands to rebel, because they do not favor them all the time. I am very bold here to assert that if the 2007 and 2009 elections in Ekiti are wrong, it means all past elections in this terrain are bizarre. They stand against logic. They stand against demography. I think the first thing we should do now as we celebrate Democracy Day is to call all the beneficiaries of those past elections to account. They should come and explain their victories. They are all alive. Olumiya should explain where the voters went to in Ikere after the 27,000 that was delivered to him in 1991. Olumiya should come and explain where the voters went in after they voted for him. Did they disappear into thin air in subsequent elections? Fayose, who styled himself the master again. And it's funny that somebody can give himself a name that is synonymous with devil or devilish. He said he is the master again. That he will come and transfer the rigging technology that he used to win to the AC to win this time. And I thank God we prevented that. Maybe we would have seen the kind of figures that happened in his election in this world. I'm very, very bold also to affirm, with absolute sincerity and conviction, that the 2007 and 2009 elections in Ekiti are the most consistent, the clearest, the fairest, and the most efficient ever conducted in this country. Where are the hypocrites who benefited from the concussions and contractions of the past, who are now playing the ostrich, burying their head in the sand? Let us call all of them to account, and let us all join hands to pray for Nigeria. Thank you very much.